Hello everyone, my name is Tyro and welcome to another episode of Honkai Impact. In this video, we are going to look at the main story chapter 12, Act 2. For those who does not understand what Act 1 is talking about, is basically Kiana and Bronya went to Tashi Mountain where Fuhua used to live 500 years ago, to search for a way to control Kiana, Hersel's power. So when they arrived there, they encounter a disciple of Fuhua, and the disciple of Fuhua helped Kiana to locate all these memory devices, featherly-like object which contain Fuhua past. So through this feather-like object or memory devices, we can see Fuhua past life in previous civilization, such as when she's in her hometown, and when she's studying in an academy, also when she is a warrior in the organization named Moth that chased the Chaos Flame. Okay. So that's basically sum up about Act 1. So in today's video, we're going to look more into Act 2 and more about Fuhua Pass. So let's just get started. Morning. So for those of you guys doesn't know, this girl over here is a disciple of Fuhua named Chou Yu, and I believe if you follow the Honkai comic, you see her in one of the comics. So Chou Yu actually gave us 2 pieces of feather, also known as the memory devices. Now we are entering the Fuhua memories. So in this period, Fuhua is a student in academy, and she's actually planning to have eat out outside the academy. So she's going to a city after this. Now it's 6 PM. Now she has finished her dinner. When she hears somebody scream, Carol is confronted by an undead warrior. So what we need to do, so Fuhua and the girl managed to escape the crisis. And they found that they are actually students from the same academy, and they actually become friends. So Kiana and Bronya actually found that during that previous civilization, Honkai is already there. So at that time, Fuhua is just a normal people. But after that incident, Fuhua incident, she actually managed to make some friends after that. So we have a side note over here. Let's just click it. So she is Himiko at that era. And if you're wondering why they are dressed in Chinese traditional clothes, is because they are attending a party. But Fuhua is confused why. So it's because during this incident they have eliminated the 6 hearses, but they suffer casualty of 3 platoon. Then why are they holding a party? So what Himiko reply is that sometimes forgetful is good medicine in order to obtain happiness. If the troop morale is low, there's no way we can go into battlefield. So that's why they are organizing the party. So Fuhua finally agreed to go attend the party. Now is I think 1 year after the incident. After 1 year, there is also a party being organized. During that year, 2 hearses appear, and it says that Australia is being burned alive. So but Fuhua, you can see her expression is almost too sad, or doesn't have the energy left to attend the party. That's because in the previous year, the 8 hearses is her captain Himiko. So they actually had to put her down because she's a hearses. So that's why during this year, the party atmosphere is dreadful. Because there seems like there's no end to the hearses threat. People doesn't even need happiness anymore at this point. Now Fuhua actually realized what Himiko advised, to choose to be forgetful and to obtain happiness. So she attended to the party. Now this is the second part. Let's go back to Fuhua. Let's go back to Taishi Mountain. We are entering another storyline. Now we are back at the academy with Fuhua friends over here. Currently now I think it's a semester break, and Fuhua is actually planning to go back to her hometown, Bohai City, to visit her father. But her friend doesn't like her outfit because it's an academic outfit. So she begged Fuhua to change her clothes. Now she changed it. She actually made a lot of friends in this academy. Now Fuhua is heading back to the airport. All of a sudden the siren break out, and it's the Honkai eruption. So what it say here is whatever that Fuhua saw just now is the third Honkai eruption. The Honkai eruption is also Fuhua's first experience on Honkai eruption. So we have another side note over here. So Fuhua friends take Fuhua to an arcade center, and Fuhua is actually pretty good in arcade game. They play the shooting game just now. Now they are playing the dancing arcade. Now they are playing the racing arcade. You can see that her friend and Fuhua relationship is pretty good over here. And it turns out that her friends over here, her family is a military base, and her mom is a military. So her friend actually planning to take Fuhua to meet her mom. So I guess that's it. Now we are looking at the fourth part of Act 2. So the original plan is they want to know the way to control Hersel's power through looking at all the Fuhua past memories, but so far what they see are all just the past memory, but not the method. Now this is another Fuhua memories. She's a warrior in Mo organization. So they are fighting the 12 horses. I believe at this moment Fuhua is already a mantis. So white mantis is a hybrid warrior with Honkai DNA fused inside their body. So the 12 horses is Yei, sister. So this is one of the guard. So I believe the 12 horses at that era is horses of binding. So what Fuhua using now is the 8 divine key to enter the subject mind or state. So this is the mind or state. I'm not sure whether is it the hearses or the imaginary space created by the hearses. So all this mind or state is twisted all together. One of it is Kevin, and another one is Ye's sister, and the third one is the hearses. So the hearses is corrupting the base. So what Fuha want to do is he want to serve other people mind or state linked to the hearses by using the 8 divine key. So Fuha managed to sever the ties between the hearses and the people mind. So everybody is going down into a deep sleep. So Fuha meet Kevin around the corner. And actually the 12 hearses is not being killed but being sealed in a black box, which if you guys play the main storyline in the games, actually is a Hiko. Which is related to the Hikokumaru and Kellen open world. So the hearses of binding doesn't only control the people mind state, but also any digital logic system. So what Kevin say now is the bad news is the hearses actually unleash all the nuclear arsenal and destroy the remaining 3 main city. So whatever the survivor left is actually in this base. So obviously both of them are dejected. So what Kevin say is, even though humanity wins every single time, but they pay a great price, and the Honkai attack is getting stronger and stronger. And people know that all these victories is just to cover up those failure behind all those victories, so that it doesn't look that bad for them. Humanity is already lost, but they cannot accept it as a reality. So Fuha doesn't expect Kevin say something like this, and Kevin reply, "Do you want to know the truth?" I never give up because I never had the determination. I never care about what is Honkai and how human was. He never care at all. He doesn't join the mob organization because he want to save the world or safeguard the peace. And he's very selfish all the way. All the way, this is how he is. He will not admit it. He will not admit it to her. So the her over here is referring to Professor May. So the main reason why Kevin joined mob organization is because of Professor May. So take that in mind. So what Fuhua say is there's no one born as a hero. They are all just human. So Fuhua miss her hometown as well. Sometimes she even dream, what am I doing? This is not what I want. He want to follow other people, follow the captains and follow the cabin. And Professor May is always at the front line. And Fuhua is just following their footsteps. This is her path. Since nobody is forcing her, this path is her own choice, whether like it or not, this is her choice. She can choose to stop anytime, but there will be no one else has the authority to okay, I think I know the correct translation. So let's get back to this statement over here. Is Fuhua said nobody forced her to choose this path, whether like it or not. This is her choice. She can choose to stop anytime and abandon the platoon. Those are permissible, Kevin, because no one have the right to judge you. Yeah, that's the correct translation. But Kevin say, but I have a reason. Kevin said, I will never give up, we will not give up. Humanity will win. So to the war room. So Kiana and Bronya learn about the war against Honkai in the previous civilization. So far, they have defeated 12 races, which each battle, even though humanity is winning, but they lose the entire battlefield. So in current era, Kevin and Fuhua actually goes against each other, even though they are comrades in the past civilization. This is because they chose a different path. So we have another side note over here. So this is the scenario where the war against the Honkai in the previous civilization already end. So actually Honkai win the war. Now they are going into hibernation, sleep state for 10,000 of years. So this is the last moment of their previous civilization. So Kevin and Fuhua, along with there's another guy, I forget his name, they are going to a deep sleep for the thousands of years. So Fu Hua entered the styro cell, and this is the flashback. So humanity pays a great price but doesn't even obtain the victory. So everywhere in the earth is reduced to ruin, and according to Professor May's directive, everyone will be entering the hibernation, so that after thousands of years to be awakened thousands of years later. So everyone has a different time to be awakened and the mission. So all the maze plans is relayed through an AI called Prometheus. Currently, Fu Hua is talking to the AI, Prometheus. And there's actually an hour and 27 minutes left before the hibernation protocol being activated. So Fu Hua begins some of her flashback in her memories. Her memories about her father and the martial art. The second flashback is when Fu Hua is in the academy. She made a lot of good friends, but over the course of the years, she can't even remember their faces anymore. And she has a flashback about her Captain Himiko. The captain who gave a definition of life to her, but even so, the Honkai take her away. So the entire life of Fu Hua that is memorable is only 14 minutes. So Fu Hua actually enter in hibernation mode earlier. So this is the last part of Act 2. So we will see what kind of story that is awaiting for us. Okay, now we got the last feather. And we are going to need Chouyi helps to unseal the feather. So Chouyi is amazed by Kiana and Bronya because they managed to find so many feathers in such a short amount of time. So at this era is past the pure civilization. Now she's called Phoenix or Jingwei in this era. She's also an Emperor in this era. So over here, I think everybody know her. She's the Book of Fuxi, created by Fuxi, and probably the help of Niwa.
奇怪，附近有妖气，但这村子好像完全不受影响。
吃，这有卖糖葫芦的，你想吃吗？
找当地的人问一声吧。行きましょう。出発です。
So the Emperor discovered there's a Honkai energy over here, so she decided to ask around whether is there any monster around here. Of course, the villagers say there's nothing. So there's an undead zombie over here being locked. And this undead zombie is being fed with food. But both of Fuxi actually stopped Emperor in doing so, because both of Fuxi want to find out the reason that this zombie is being locked over here. So we can either choose to kill the zombie or go back to learn more behind the scene. So it turned out that this zombie is actually a wife of a villager in this village, and the villager begged Emperor to save her, but obviously there's no way to save a zombie. The best way is to put out of her misery. So just now the one that we talked is the one of the old men in the villagers. So this person appeared to be the husband of the zombies.
出発です。行きましょう。
So the Emperor is going to put out of her misery. So we'll just take one hit. And Book of Fuxi is feeling sad over here because of Emperor. So Niwa and Fuxi created the Book of Fuxi so that the board of Fuxi can accompany the Emperor, and Niwa and Fuxi doesn't like Fu Hua, or at that time should be Phoenix, to become a heartless and cold killing machine, and they believe Fu Hua should choose her own destiny and life. So without anyone watching over her when they departed, Fu Hua will gradually walk into the original path. That's how Fu Hua is. That's why Niwa and Fuxi created Book of Fuxi over here, and there's no directive from them. So they entrust Fu Hua to Book of Fuxi. So Niwa and Fuxi actually try to disobey order to prevent Fu Hua to ever enter battlefield again. So Book of Fuxi interrupt her training and try to prevent her to use her divine key, and try to make her be friends with humans. So Book of Fuxi say that her battery wouldn't last for long, and one day she will run out of battery. And there's another feather left over here. So you guys can actually check out the Honkai Impact comic on Emperor and Book of Fuxi. Over there, there's more information to be told on that comic. So I guess this is the last one. So now she's appeared to be Phoenix. This is a dream. The actual body is still in Taishi Mountain. So this is a dream that Fu Hua doesn't dream of very often. In her dream, she dreamed of Niwa and Fuxi. Now it's already 2,600 years apart. So in this period of time, Fuxi and Niwa is already dead. And spoiler alert, so it's because they are trying to stop a judgment class Honkai beast named the Chio. So I believe for those who play the game, you guys will know what is Chio. So Niwa and Fuxi fall fighting against the Chio. I think alongside with another two warrior, Ji Xuan Yuan and another male warrior. So Fuhua doesn't dare to speak a word. That's because she's afraid that the moment that she speaks, time start to flow again and the dream will end. But Fuhua will become immortal. So goodbye, Fuxi and Yua, and see you again. And end of the dream. Phew. Okay, the Act 2 is scheduled to be releases on 29th of October. So if you guys like my translation or you have any kind of feedback, please let me know in the comment. Or if there's any terms that I use incorrectly, you guys can also put it down in the comment below. And I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching my videos.